evil comes and stops us in our tracks. Bravely we prove in our striving, trudging together each day. Where there's a will, there's a way.
Good morning. Happy Friday. Oh, I totally forgot to do Instagram. That's right. Fuck them. I really don't care. I've kind of been going through some of the stuff that Yeah, some of the stuff, you know. Look at where the opioid abatement money, how it was spent in Adams County, and they don't break it down enough. I want to know who got the actual money and what it was spent on. That's what I want to know. So, I'm gonna ask for some more stuff. And that's about all the work I'm gonna do today. The rest of it, I mean, it's pretty boring crap. It's who signed it. It's who signed the thing. Yeah. So today we're going to talk about love back to health. It's kind of what happened to me. Anyway, another pretty good meeting last night. Yeah, going well. Things are moving forward. It's just exciting stuff, man. We're just putting it where it should be. That's all we're doing. That's all we're doing. Is it gonna be a blank out day? It's all right. It's all right. Welcome to Daily Trudge. My name is Dion. I got rewatchers, so. And it probably won't be the first time I go live, or the only time I go live today. So if you're here, please say hello, whether watching the live or the rewatch. Yeah, I got up a little bit earlier because I was going to go to an 8:30 meeting that doesn't exist. It must be in person. So must have heard wrong or something. It's the way the cookie crumbles. The way the cookie crumbles. My views are going up. It's kind of good. It's been nice not being on Facebook that much. It's nice, man. I haven't been triggered by bullshit. I see bullshit here and there, but not before. It's almost like I was looking for it, you know. And what do they say? You know, pick your battles. Pick your battles. All right. Oh, sorry, wrong person. You can catch it through the WhatsApp. Okay, now let's get that to the right person. There we go. Okay. That's what happens. Coffee, nom, 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 nom. I'm still on my first cup. It's about time for a refill. Oh, I don't plan on using my brain today. I just nah. So it's funny because I tell certain people that I'm live. I've been doing it for a little bit, and sometimes I'll send it to the wrong person, And they're like, okay, thanks. And I'm like, well, wrong person, but yeah, you enjoyed too. Because on my computer, I can text on my computer. I have it hooked up because I'm on here all the time and it saves. That way I'm not on my phone too. So I do a lot of my messaging through here. That's why it's so fast. I ain't texting that fast. But if we went back to old texting, oh man, I'd run you through the table, man. I'd run you into the ground. And you can't type as fast as me. I type like 70 words a minute. You probably don't even know how many words a minute you type. Hunt and peck, peck and hunt. All right. Let's get started. We have a reading. I'm going to do today's date too. I've been messing up the dates. Yesterday I thought it was Wednesday. One of my sponsees writes me. He's like, hey, you got time to meet? I'm like, yeah, I got some time right now. But we were supposed to be meeting it Thursday at 2 o'clock. Oh, it didn't occur to me until we got started. Oh, we laughed about it. I told him, it just means that I don't worry about you anymore. I used to, but he's got to a point where if he doesn't show up to a meeting, I know he's okay. It's that type of thing, All right. My addictions were like thieves in more ways than I can count. They robbed me not only of money, property, and other material things, but of dignity and self-respect, while my family and friends suffered right along with me. Man, they're not holding back on this one, are they? It's true, man. That's what alcohol, the rapiest creditor, now bleeds us of all self-sufficiency. It's what it says in the big book, and it's true of all self-sufficiency. I can't even make a freaking decision. All my options were taken away from me when I was drinking and doing everything I was doing. I just, they weren't there. The options were less drunk or more drunk. I didn't get to decide what I did during the day. I wasn't available. I wasn't Dion. I wasn't being Dion, but in my mind, this was the only Dion I really ever knew. It's the only person I ever really knew, and at least being a drunk, I have some agency. Maybe it's not good agency, but at least I got some. Because there's nothing. At least I found something to be, because before I was nothing. At least now I get some attention for being an alcoholic. It may not be good attention, but at least now I'm getting attention. This can be very frustrating. And I get it. I hear people go through the same things all the time. It's very important that we go to meetings and share our experience, strength, and hope. Hope, 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 hope. Without hope, we're all dead. And if we don't exude hope, if we don't carry hope in our hip pocket, then we're not passing it on. There'll be a lot of changes coming up. Yeah, like face-to-face 12th step calls. Yeah, they're coming. For us anyway. Yeah. You might get a phone call 2 o'clock in the morning. Hey, we got somebody down here who needs to talk to somebody. I'm on my way. There we go. Yeah. See, if shit ain't working, then what you do is you press the reset button and do what you know is correct. Right? Like, so I gotta say something. I don't know what it is, but for years I keep thinking there's 52 states in the United States, and there's 50. Colorado's dead fucking last. That occurred to me last night, and it fucking hurt. It hurt. makes me want to fucking just scream and yell and go to certain places and just beat the fuck out of people. It really does. Because there were certain things that happened. Okay. All right. I didn't need to get that off my chest real quick, but I'm not going to continue on with it. Okay. But look at it. I mean, this shit ain't fucking easy, you know, and we're easily manipulated when we first get here, man. And when people come along and do it the wrong way, I just want to fuck them up. I'm gonna fuck them up, man. My addiction also robbed me of the ability to treat myself properly as God would treat me. Yeah, I was not able to. Yes, that is how I got 52. And that's probably what it was. Yeah. So there are 52 states in the United States. I am correct. Or do I have to say it a different way for it to be correct? Because there's 50 states in the United States. Okay. Now, if you're talking just the continent right here, then there's 51, because Alaska would be part of this continent. So there's 52 states. I am correct. We are not dead last. Got it. Okay. Thank you for correcting that. No, Amber, thank you. I don't fucking know everything. I don't remember everything. I know it sounds weird, but my dyslexia mixes this shit up, and I love you too. Just like last night, we were giving each other. Oh, so there's 48. There's 48 states in the current intercontinental, right? And then there's Alaska and Hawaii, which make 50. Am I correct on that? Okay. Now I'm really fucking confused. Okay. Yeah, I'm not treating myself right. I'm not treating myself correct. See, there's also Puerto Rico. Yeah, they're part of the U.S. There's the Dominican Republic. Oh, yeah, okay. But there's 50 states. I got it. Okay, I understand now. So we are dead last. That doesn't fucking help at all. That doesn't help at all. All right. Thank you for clearing that up for me. See, it's okay to ask silly questions. And that wasn't a silly question. It was a real question, man. I was confused on something. As you get older, man, there's a lot of fucking information in your head. Okay. or do forget Puerto Rico. Yeah. Fuck Puerto Rico. We're gonna forget them. Fuck them. Hey, Sean, good to see you. Night. So yeah, I've got to learn how to love myself. But how am I gonna do that? Because when I got here, I came to the program for my wife and kids. I did. I got sober for my wife and kids, man. I am still sober to this day for my wife and kids. And I'm included in that now. I am. I stay sober for me also now. But it was not always that way. No, it wasn't. And this is where at least I feel we get things confused, that there's a difference between being sober and being in recovery. Sober just means you don't not drink anymore. So all these things you see about this, sober that, sober that. It's just people trying to stay sober. These are not alcoholics. Stop joining these communities of people that are, you're not sober curious. So stop it. Don't go be working with, you might get a sober curious, but we do that in AA too. And you don't need a month for it. Okay. Let me tell you something. October being the month, it used to be November, by the way. It's just a gimmick. It's just a gimmick to make more money, to raise fucking money. We don't need more money. We don't need more money. We need action. That's what we need in our lives. Okay. Money isn't going to fill that big old hole in our stomach because that's what's going on. That is what's going on. Okay. And it needs to be filled with a power greater than myself. So what did I do? Because I hated me. I wanted me dead. I didn't see any reason for Dion to be on this fucking earth anymore. I didn't have anything going for me. I did. It was my wife and my kids. But gosh, I wasn't there for them. I wasn't doing anything. I was making things worse at home. Yeah. Hurting the people that were around me. Now, I'm going to go back a little bit. Um, my wife now is also my high school sweetheart. Well, I was her high school sweetheart. I don't know. I was 17. I didn't go to high school, so that's why I say that. But for the age, to tell you about the age, I was 17. She was 15. Okay. And we started going out, and I ended up on Skid Row while we were going out. And she stuck with me. There wasn't anything she could do. She was 16 years old. She was still going to high school and shit. Okay. And she stuck with me, and it was hard. And I did end up getting sober. And she supported me there too. In fact, she supported me more about getting sober than when I was drinking. And she got to know me. And I started doing all these great things, right? Well, I had a relapse. Okay. There's a difference between a slip and a relapse. A slip means you drank this weekend and you came back. A relapse means you drank and you didn't come back for years. That's a relapse. Otherwise, it's a slip. Why is it important that we say it that way? Because slip doesn't come with the shame of a relapse. A slip means you made a little mistake. A relapse means you went full fucking bore and never came back. That's what it means. Okay? So if you went out for a weekend and you came back, it was a slip. And if you have a good sponsor, what they will do is cover a few steps and then you will get back to work. It means that you found something that was beyond you. You were drinking about something beyond your fucking control. You didn't have the tools yet to do anything. Shit happens. Shit happens. That's why we don't shoot our wounded. We don't do that. No. In fact, if you say, I had a slip and you came back, we're going to be like, fuck yeah, that was the right thing to do. We're not even going to give you shit about your slip. We're not witch burners. Why? Because we've been there. That has happened to several of us. All right. I think it's funny that we won't admit that we relapse until we got into AA. Okay. I don't care who you are. You have relapsed. Now, you may have gotten into AA and at the first shot you got it and you did not relapse after that. Okay. Right. So, is relapse part of recovery? No, it is not. Is slipping part of recovery? Yes, it is. See, stop the fucking arguing. People are like, relapse are part of recovery. Relapse are part of my recovery. Okay. No, we were relapsing before. Okay. If you ever made a promise and didn't follow through, that's called a relapse. And you did it plenty of times before you came to the program. So quit saying you never relapsed. That's a brag, and it's not true. All it's doing is making you like you're terminally unique or something. Come on. We all have our special things. But we don't go into the meetings and brag about them. Okay. Oh, I never relapsed. Bullshit. That's a lie. And if you can't be honest with yourself, then guess what? You're going to believe it. You're going to believe it. Right? Just like we were talking with honesty. So we really got to be good to ourselves, man. Well, it was the people in AA that taught me how to do that. You know what they did? You know what they did? They surrounded me and they loved me until I could learn how to love myself. And that took some time. It took patience, tolerance, kindliness, and love. And I was loved back to health by my AA people, by AA, by my wife, by my mother. Those people. I'm sure my kids wanted to, but no, the rest of my family wasn't around. They weren't. The only reason I have any contact with any of them is because I do it. But my mom, yeah, you bet she did. She did everything she could to disrupt my alcoholism. So much, so much that I would hate her for it. But she did it anyway. I'm not big on the "you'll thank me later" line. That sounds too controlling. But sometimes we have to do what we need to do. I was a dangerous person, and I should have been fucking locked up. Not anymore, man. Uh-uh. Now, now I'm a working member of society. Now it doesn't matter who's in front of me. If you're in pain, I'm going to help you. I did it this week with people that aren't in the program. No. And I'm not going to, I was thinking about something last night and been doing something a little wrong here. I shouldn't be telling other people's story like with what happened. There were some personal things that were talked about. And I think I went a little too far telling her story, and I need to be careful of that shit because I was told to be a fucking confidence. So I'm telling on myself because sometimes I blow it too. Okay. Am I going to beat up on myself about it? No. Am I going to do it again? No. I hope not. See, that's what happens when I get too excited. Shit comes out that probably should not. And hey, we all go through this stuff. Today in total contrast. What's contrast? Oh, wait a minute. The book's still on the floor from when I threw it. It's not going to be in here. This one. But every time I say that, it's in here. And every time I think it is in there, it isn't. Contrast, contrary, contradict. No contrast. Okay. Contrast.
Here's the definition of contrast: the state of being strikingly different from something else in juxtaposition or close association.
So, being strikingly different from what you were before. There it is. There's the contrast. Okay. I didn't think of it that way. I was thinking of the television where like right now there's contrast here, right? Where you see me going in and out. Like sometimes I'm too dark, and like if I sit forward a little bit, see how the whole thing changed. That's contrast. Okay. Where the hell am I? I'm capable of true love of self to the extent that I'm able to provide myself with more love than even I need. Okay, let's be careful on how much we're loving ourselves. Okay, it can't turn into bragging. We've got to have some humility. Okay, without humility, we will not be able to keep that contrast of what true love is. I know I won't. And if it's happening to me, it's happening to you because we're alcoholics. See, if it's a we thing, then it's a we thing. Well, then use I and me statements. How about you fuck off? How's that for a you statement? How about fuck you and I can talk how I want to talk? Okay. If you're taking offense to it, then maybe you're in denial. I talk away for certain reasons and I use my pronouns appropriately. Right. Now, when we, because the thing is, we all have different paths. They are different paths, but we all experience the same thing. Yes, we all experience the same things. You're not going to be able to avoid it. Rarely have we seen a person fail who's thoroughly followed our path. We're on the same path. Now, you might be in a little side thing over there, picking berries or doing whatever. Maybe you're spending time with somebody. But see, we need all these people on this path because it's a matter of survival. We're not all sick on the same day. That's the miracle of Alcoholics Anonymous. There are days I come here and I'm not fucking doing well. And you folks help me get to a place where I can at least, you know, be on my foundation steps, back to basics, back to basics. That means back to basics just means go back to the beginning and do it. Because some days, all I have is steps 1, 2, and 3. And you know what? That's okay too. Thank God I have a solid foundation, because without it, I would have failed a long time ago. Not just from alcoholism, but for the arduous stuff that happens in life, man. This shit ain't easy. Hi, Ingrid. It's good to see you. So I give that love away to other people in the program, just as they had given their love to me. Do I thank God for bringing me to a program in which sick people are loved back to health? I do. I think, I thank God at night, and I thank God in the morning when I pray. I do. I thank him for a great week, for doing what he does for me. Because I already know, why I do that? It's a setup to a good day. I'm presuming that God's already got me for the day. Yes, I'm not assuming. There's a difference between presuming and assuming. Never assume, always presume. Right? It's one thing one of my exes said that was actually worthwhile. Sorry, that was mean. They're a great person. We'll go with that. Actually, I do hope that they're doing very well. Sure, people. What in the hell are you doing? I did not ask you to do anything. I didn't say, okay, Google. I didn't say nothing. And it's over here giving me, it did it again. No, you're closed. Oh my God, the convenience of this phone is driving me fucking bonkers. You know what they do? They keep sending me messages, right, about the new Google phone or whatever, but they send it to me on my system update, and you can't stop the notifications from your system update. Because I turn my notifications off. I fucking like them. All right. So here's the question. Do I thank God for bringing me to a program in which sick people are loved back to health? And you see it all the time. It happens all the time in the rooms. Today I pray. That's why we pray. 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 You guys probably don't know that song. If you can tell me who sang that song, I will give you an attaboy. I give you a shirt, but I've been out of shirts for years. I think I gave my last one to Amber. No, I gave my last one to Pastor Marsha, actually. I need to finish paying that off, and maybe we can get some more shirts. People like those. Today I pray, thanks be to God for a way of life which generates such love and caring that we in the program can't help but learn to love ourselves. Man. And your phone answers you. Oh, your kid's name sounds like Siri. That's funny. Somebody should name their you know what you should do is, what would be really funny is, like, if you're at Walmart, and I know how to do the speakerphone because I was a phone technician, and you just go on and you go on the phone and just go, okay, Google, and listen to all the phones go blink, 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 blink.
Here's what I found on the web.
See, what do you find out? What is it called when your phone listens to you? It's giving me this voice assistance. It couldn't help itself. All right. I lost people. I'm sorry. I was having fun. Bad Dion. program can't help but learn that when I see that someone cares about me, I am more apt to be convinced that perhaps I am after all worth caring about. May I be conscious always of the love I am now able to give and give it. Today I'll remember someone caring about me makes me feel worth caring about. And what are we doing? Well, we're just holding space for each other. So, holding space, okay, with unconditional love will create a safety zone for this person, especially if you are a person. I tell you, when I tell somebody, hey, I got your back, I know it makes them feel happy. I know it does, because they find me important, and that's just because I can't think of a better word. Okay, well, give it to them. Fuck, I know better, and eventually they'll figure out that I'm just like them, that there's no greater than or less than, right? And we hold space. You are a leader. People look up to leaders. Okay. Do leaders look down on people? No, 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 no. Where there is no pedestal to be stepping on. No, no. We meet in a circle, and whoever has the ball gets to talk. That is how it's done. Now, a leader will make up the rules, maybe, so that you can experience what is right. But it doesn't, it's just another job. It's just another job. Okay. Kind of like entertainers. They're there to entertain us. That's their job. Okay. Anything else is an opinion. And if you follow it just because they said it, then you're a lemming. Entertainers are not leaders. They are entertainers. Can some entertainers be leaders? Sure. But where are they going to lead you? Yeah. Where are they going to lead you? See, for us, there's only one leader, and we all call them, I'm going to go with them on that one, God. It's a universal word. It's a universal word. In fact, I like the way Amber describes it. Okay, and she stole it from her sponsor, and I'm sure he stole it from someone, but it's a great description. Think of God is just a name. So think of it like a shirt. There's a lot of different names for shirts, right? Like blouses, and Amber does this much better than I do because I don't know all the names of shirts, right? It's the same concept, great. But what's cool is it's nice and simple. And why do we need things nice and simple? Because otherwise, these things will get a hold of it and then fucking forget it. We're highly intelligent people. I don't give a fuck what you people say. Yeah. Yeah, it's a universal word, right? And we all call it that. But we land at the same place. Even the other day, I was having a conversation with somebody. Okay. What they were saying and what I was saying was the same thing. We were just saying it two different ways. She even said, I respectfully disagree. I'm like, God, that's fine. Yeah, you can do that. Well, we were talking about what is an alcoholic problem in an AA meeting. And we both landed at the same thing, that if it's something that's going to go make you drink, it's on the table. Yeah. Flannel blouse, tank top, jersey. God, higher power, universe, employer. Yep. So God is a flannel, higher power is blouse, universe is tank top, and employer is a jersey. I'm just having fun. So, all right. I think that's going to be it for now. I'm sure I'll be back a little bit later. I do have to do one work thing, but I didn't do any work yesterday. I didn't do any work. That's not true. I said, Marcia and I would like to meet on the 18th between 2 and 3. That was the work I did yesterday. Right. But I was busy all day with AA stuff, all day. I've got to let I'm just kind of letting the dust settle in my own brain, letting it do what it needs to do, because, that's what's best. I don't know that I'm going to take a full week because there's some things that really need to get done. But, I tell you, being on Facebook has actually been really good for me. My attitude's been a lot better. I'm not wasting my time chasing ghosts, because that's what they were. All right. So, all right. Thank you, everybody, for being here. I appreciate it. I love you. It's good to see you. Amber was here. Ingrid was here. Sean was here. So, I hope you all have a great day. I love you. Peace out. And